Good morning. Doing a video for Daddy Dab. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The mic isn't real good on this laptop. And it is 3 a.m. I am working right now. And Dab had asked me to do this video. So I expect a big bear hug in return. Actually, I was in D.C. last week for a few days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for 4 days for the ADAP Crisis Summit, where I got to meet Dab briefly. So that's why I'm working today. I'm picking up a double shift, trying to pick up some hours. I guess I'm supposed to tell my story a little bit or something. See if I'm interesting. I don't know. Small town, man, rural Iowa. I live in a town of 800 right now, and it sucks. It's just what you would expect. I was diagnosed in 1998. I went home with a huge duffel bag full of pills and a whole head full of anxiety and confusion. And I found out pretty quickly after I was infected. So I could have gone on the meds, or I could have waited. My physicians gave me the choice, and well, I decided I was going to wait until I needed meds, because I was going to be responsible and go every year and get lab work done, and then when my numbers looked bad, then I was going to go on meds, right? Yeah, I didn't do that. So I went to Texas. I lived there from 99 to 2004. Had a great time in Big D. And slowly, my health was starting to decline, and I'll admit I was just kind of reckless back then. I was drinking too much and partying, and my life was unraveling, and that was like, the HIV was always like looming in the back of my head, But I was just, I don't know, I guess, was I ignoring it? No, I can't. It was there, I knew it was there, and I knew the day was going to come when I was going to have to do something about it. And I just regret not waiting earlier, because 2004 I got sick, had to come home to Iowa with my tail between my legs, 30 years old, living with my mom. It's pretty humiliating, and I was already depressed. Actually I deal with bipolar, so two real good combination. But both are under control these days, and I have to say, being open about my HIV status helps my mental health tremendously. Some good psychotropic meds help a lot, but just being who you are, accepting yourself, and just telling the rest of the world, you just have to deal with it, because I'm not going to be unhappy or hide because of what you want or what you think is acceptable. I don't know what kind of shame is acceptable, appropriate. Who dictates that? I don't know. I don't really fucking care anymore, to be honest. Not sure how that's going to affect my long-term career goals, but 'cause I was making some pretty decent money at some points, but I'm in a little interim phase right now, getting back into the workforce, and I'm like, I used to manage hotels, and now I'm working at the front desk, so not at all ashamed, though. This is where I need to be right now. I've got a lot of other stress in my life, so this is good, and this is now where I'm just kind of finally out about everything, so I don't want to be in some position where I have to deal with all the worries of that coming back to haunt me, or that haunting me in the middle of a job. Anyway, I digress. Remember, 3 in the morning. So came home, moved home sick, got on meds, got sicker. It was pretty typical. It started getting better. Mental health was still really shaky for a long time, but got back into the workforce. I just thought, I got to rush. I got to get back to my normal life. And so I started working these jobs, good jobs, stressful jobs, and I was on my meds, but, was I taking care of myself? Probably not, I was doing the bare minimum. And so, I kind of, something crazy happened and forced myself to really get my act together, and that's where I'm at now. And part of getting my act together, I decided, was not just taking meds, it was accepting myself and moving on. And I've been pleasantly surprised how much support and love I've received, from the most conservative of people, to, of course, liberal. And it's just shocking. And because I just got to, as cliche as it sounds, I just got to be me. And this is me, and it's not going to change anytime soon. So Dab asks AIDS, am I doing something? Am I doing something? Yeah. I'm part of the Iowa HIV Community Planning Group. We meet down in Des Moines. It's headed by the Department of Public Health. It's a great group. I'm sitting right next to social workers and epidemiologists, and it's awesome. There's quite a few people living with HIV/AIDS on the committee, all genders, sexual orientations, ages, ethnic backgrounds. We combine prevention and care. We're in subcommittees. It's just, I hope we're making a difference. You look at numbers and sometimes you just don't know. Testing might be up, but infection rates have gone way up. Are we doing our jobs? You do our best, and I haven't been on there very long, I'll admit, but the vibe is really positive, and I feel like it's a good group of people, and I feel like I'm part of something good. I used to be on a board called CAP, Community AIDS Assistance Project. We used to do fundraising to help with the direct needs of people living with HIV/AIDS in Cedar Valley. We buy people eyeglasses. We dug someone's well. We'd help with an electric bill, Christmas presents for kids. It was a pretty good organization too. Iowa's a really generous community, and pretty proud of that. Not so proud of our nightlife, but we have really tall corn. I'm also part of the Take a Stand committee. It's a group that focuses specifically on prevention efforts with the MSM, the Men Who Have Sex with Men community. Again, I haven't been with them too long either, but seeing what we can do there. Pretty exciting, great people in there, very intelligent group of people. Positive Iowans Taking Charge. I'm very good friends with Tammy, the president. She came with me to D.C. It's an emotional and social support group comprised of HIV positive Iowans, and it's just Tammy specifically has just been amazing to me, because I just had a lot of stress lately, and she's just always been there, and she helped me get through DC, and I got to speak at a congressional briefing, even though there were no members of Congress there specifically. It was still an honor, and we'll see. We got not nearly as much money as we hoped, but so am I doing something? Yeah, I am. I'm living my life. I'm working. I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing what I can to help others, to work in prevention methods. Where do I want to go? I need to work on my career. I need more money. I need to move somewhere that's more me. And, relationship thing, definitely want that. Couldn't have that before. I had to get my shit together before I could think about getting someone else entangled in my mess. And it was a mess, let me tell you. It's not extremely tidy right now, but it's getting there. So that's me in a nutshell. That's me at 3:07 a.m. on July 12th. So hope you're all well, and appreciate you taking time to listen. Hope you made it halfway through. Good night.